Oregon wants some revenge?
Do yourself a favor. Stay up and watch this one. 10:45 Eastern on ESPN. Arizona's quarterback, Khalil Tate. SC can score. We know all about it. Watch this guy, 14. The last 4 weeks, the hottest player in college football that you've never heard of and never seen. Tonight, you can watch him in the Coliseum against USC.
On homecoming for USC, the Trojans all of a sudden are loose. They're blaring Migos through the speakers during walkthrough now. But it's also homecoming for the guy that Kirk has been talking about, Khalil Tate. About 20 minutes down the 110 is Sarah High School in Gardena. That is Tate's alma mater, and also the alma mater of 9 Trojans, including Tate's buddy Jalen Green. Tate says he's fine. He's played him before. Everything is good going against a team that did recruit him. Now, Rodriguez said last year, because Tate played against USC a year ago, that as a 17-year-old, he had about 5 plays, and that was probably 4 too many. Now the entire playbook is available to him, and Tate is doing things that I see Reggie Bush didn't do, Matt Leinart didn't do, Marcus Mariota didn't do, Marcus Allen didn't do. He's won 4 straight Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week awards. Now, SC recruited him as an athlete. Those 840 yards rushing in October, best in a decade, and he's coming off a 275-yard passing performance against Wazoo.
Can somebody please tackle 14 for Arizona? He was amazing.
Unstoppable.
I think they found their quarterback now.
We had a guy ranked the all-time FBS rushing back quarterback.
The folks probably in town are like, okay, who is this Khalil Tate guy?
It's unbelievable what he is doing.
We came in here with the objective of stopping Khalil Tate, and we didn't tackle well.
There he goes. Touchdown, Arizona.
Khalil Tate wrecked shop. He just destroyed the defense on that play.
He brings an element to the team.
It's all set up based on what he can do as far as his legs.
Look at Tate. Hits the Jets. Close the ballot box.
That guy's a monster. Khalil Tate for Heisman.
Hey, man, the way he's playing, he might very well have a shot. Hey,
that's crazy.
Mr. October, understand the QBR rating is a 0 to 100 scale. 99.1. The rush yards per game have been ridiculous. He's starting to come along in the passing game as well.
Yeah.
You know what he says the secret was?
What? I want to know.
Started playing catch with his grandmother when he was 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
Like, Grandma, run some drills out there, man. SC's going to have their hands full of this cat.
Oh, everybody in the country is going to have their hands full of this cat. I mean, this is the most electrifying player in college football. He's got 7 of his 8 touchdown runs are for 40 yards or more. 7 of the 8. He averages 56 yards a touchdoan run. 56, not 5, not 15, 56. I mean, just make you miss, running through tackles. I mean, it's unbelievable to watch. It is the definition of watching a video game, Des.
Yeah. No, he's sick. I mean, I watched him last week, and I tell you what, Saquon Barkley of Penn State, he won the month of September. Khalil Tate owned the month of October. And Reggie Jackson, move over. Khalil Tate is Mr. October. I just think this kid right now, they got to keep him in the pocket. If I'm USC, I'm going to keep this kid in the pocket, make him beat us with his arm. I think now the Trojans' offense, they're starting to hit on all cylinders. Sam Darnold, the last 4 games, 11 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions. Yep. A week ago, on the road in Tempe against Arizona State, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Ronald Jones is playing out of his mind. I think that their offense is starting to hit on all cylinders right now. So I like the Trojans in this game.
Yeah, when they get Ronald Jones going, that offense is almost next to impossible to stop. But if we go back to Tate, one thing you got to give credit to, and that's Rich Rod. I mean, his offense finally has a quarterback that is reminiscent of his days when he was in Morgantown. Everybody's talking about Pat White and Steve Slayton, but he had other quarterbacks that had an understanding of this offense. Remember, this kid wasn't even the starter until 4 weeks ago. Brandon Dawkins had to get hurt. So for you guys who are backups, this guy took advantage of his opportunity, and he's definitely taking full advantage of that. It's running this offense that we've been watching for years with Rich Rod, and when he has a quarterback that can do this, it's almost like backyard football. Just who's the fastest, and he's just outrunning people, and people are being left behind. But it's also an understanding of what they're trying to do offensively that's really impressed me. You know, he feels the defense. They overcommit to inside the tackle, which you should never do with 14. He pulls it. And again, if you give him a crease, he's proven to be able to have that speed to be able to take it all the way to the house. This is what he's going to have to do tonight. Because USC and Clancy Pendergrass, they're going to take away his ability to run. They're going to be coming from all angles. And look at this. His passing over these last few games is getting better and better because of that. Almost like the old days when Oklahoma ran option. Everybody crowded the line. Once in a while, you'd see old Keith Jackson slide behind all by himself, the big tight end. That's what he's been able to do. Clancy Pendergrass has got to come up with a scheme where he puts 9 guys up, David, but at the same time, you're going to leave your corners on islands. They got to be disciplined against that option attack.
It's the perfect storm for him being with Rich Rodriguez, like you talked about with that system. There's been 6 4,000-yard rushers in the history of college football. 2 of them have been Rich Rod guys. This guy right here has a chance to be the next.
And he was hurt. It was one of the reasons he didn't win the quarterback job. Had trouble throwing for 2 or 3 weeks. He appears to be the picture of health right now. see how USC is able to handle him tonight. Winner of that game takes control in the Pac-12 South, by the way.